It's time now for the Bear Chill Afternoon News on the Sunday afternoon, August 2nd, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins on your 12:30 p.m. news and on this Sunday afternoon here, and our top story here at 12:30 p.m. is Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump took an uncharacteristic approach leading up to his first GOP debate to be held this week, playing down expectations about his performance, saying that he's highly unlikely to attack his opponents. The metallic object found over the weekend on the coast of the French island territory of La Réunion was turned out to be the local police determined it belonged to the Malaysia Airlines jet that disappeared without a trace in March of 2014. Jericho, the alleged brother of Cecil Lion, who authorities hope would protect the slain Lions cubs, is not dead. In New York, President Barack Obama will impose even a steeper cuts on greenhouse gas emissions from U.S. power plants than previously expected. Senior administration officials said on Sunday in what the president called the most significant step for the U.S. Ottawa, Prime Minister Stephen Harper of Canada called a federal election on Sunday open to maintaining its Conservative Party's decade-long hold on power despite questions about its ethics and a struggling economy. Renew talked about a possible presidential run by Vice President Biden in 2016 reveals two political facts about Hillary Clinton's candidacy, facts that underline the dual and relative realities of the 2016 political campaign. A car bomb that killed two Turkish soldiers Sunday and injured at least 31 others as violence escalated between the Turkish government and the Kurdish population inside and outside of Turkey. Despite persistent human rights concerns, the United States on Sunday resumed formal security talks with Egypt that were last held 6 years ago and kept on hiatus until now, amid the political unrest that swept the country in the wake of the Arab Spring. In Jerusalem, a teenage girl stabbed along with 5 other people at a Jerusalem gay pride march by a suspect Nevada as an oil over a Jew died of her wounds on Sunday, hospital said. Lawyers said it avoided class with a Curry visit Canal Gala. Journalists were jailed for up to 10 years. A manhunt was underway Sunday across Tennessee after a Memphis police officer was fatally shot during a traffic stop. WMC TV in Memphis reported Sunday that a suspect had been located at the Memphis apartment complex, but police were not commenting. Fire officials say a massive blaze raging in the Little Lake area north of San Francisco spread overnight, covering more stricken ground. Some Americans refusing to give up on a Confederate flag as Confederate flags sent back to a police car as tourists walked by the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta on Thursday. 50 years after Selma's historic marches of voting equality, NAACP marchers depart from the city's iconic bridge for a month-and-a-half-long journey on foot to advocate for racial equality of spectrum of issues. In Brussels, the battle for Europe will be won and lost in Germany on some days recently. It has looked like it might be lost, but it is underestimated that the deep German commitment to the success of the European integration based on the rule of law. When it comes to the nation's most important entitlement program, the program expected to be there for seniors when they get older after paying into the system for decades. They are none more important than Social Security and Medicare. Scientists have finally developed a vaccine that can protect patients against the deadly Ebola virus. The World Health Organization announced on Friday that one of the candidates' vaccines developed a research project by a pharmaceutical company. A report published recently reveals that over 2/3 of adults in California uninsured part of the Affordable Care Act, the official name of Obamacare, now have coverage. And now looking instant alerts. Nope. Here telling news times at 12:34. Time now for a sports report here. The Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Tampa Bay Rays at 1:35 p.m. at Fenway Park. Here, the Seattle Seahawks have really started defensive tackle Tony McDaniel, source told ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter. The Seahawks made the move during salary cap crunch after reaching a long-term extension with quarterback Russell Wilson. Yesterday, Larry Lucchino will be stepping down as president and CEO of the Red Sox, and today he issued a statement concerning this transition. Ronda Rousey's entrance in the octagon became the grand spectacle in the sports world. The women's middleweight phenomenon has become one of the biggest stars of mainstream sport and sphere, and the princess draws attention far beyond. It been a long wait, but Rafael Nadal finally landed his first European clay court title in the season and extended an 11-year record as he won the ATP World Tour 500 tournament in Hamburg on Sunday. Pure channel news time is now 12:34, approaching 12:35 here, and it is time now for a travel report here on this Sunday afternoon here. And starting you off on the Cape Canals there, where Route 6 on the westbound side, it is slow from Center all the way up to the Sagamore Bridge on the westbound side of Route 6. Train on the northbound side, one a little slow from MacArthur Road all the way out to the Bourne Rotary before the Bourne Bridge here. Route 6 on the eastbound side, slow from Truro down for North Truro here. Route 20, it's slow for the Falmouth stretch here. 195, it's stop and go between Route 44 at Middleburg and before Route 24 in Raynham here. Route 3 on the northbound side is slow from Route 53 in Hanover Road all the way out to Derby Street in Hingham, and Route 3 on the southbound side, so for Route 18 in Weymouth all the way out to Hingham here. Route 24 on the northbound side, so for Route 120 in Cantoneer. 95 on the northbound side, it is so from Neponset Street and Norwood all the way out to Route 120 in Cantoneer. 120 in the southbound side, so for Route 130 in Kenton to Route 20 in Randolph, doing an accident on 120 in the southbound side after Route 24 in Randolph here. Southeast Expressway southbound side, so from Route 38 in Quincy all the way out to the Braintree split. Route Southeast Expressway slow from Quincy all the way out to downtown Boston here. 93 in the southbound side, it's slow from Somerville all the way out to downtown Boston here. Chippewa Tunnel on the northbound side, it is slow. Route 1 in the southbound side, again, an accident before Route 93 in Charlestown, so expect some delays here. Mass parking in the eastbound side, it is slow before Route 128 in Weston here. 128 on the southbound side, also around Route 3 in Braintree. Well, around Route 3 in Burlington here. 129 on the northbound side is slow from Burlington all the way up in Route 93 in Redden here, due to an accident here on 129 on the northbound side after Route 93 in Redden, so expect some delays here. Out west, mass parking on the westbound side is backed up for Grafton all the way out to I-84 Sturbridge. Mass parking in the eastbound side, so after I-84 Sturbridge to Charlton here. 290 on both ends, also around Route 146 and Route 122 in Worcester here. 495 on the southbound side, it is slow from Berlin all the way out to Route 290 in Marlborough here. 495 on the northbound side, so from Redford all the way out to Franklin here. 129 on the northbound side, it is slow from Route 95 in Peabody all the way out to Route 114 in Denver here. 495 on the northbound side, a little slow for the Lawrence stretch. Up in New Hampshire, 93 on the southbound side, a little slow for the Cork New Hampshire stretch. Before I-89. I-89 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 93 in Cork New Hampshire here. 93 on the northbound side, a little slow around the Hooksett New Hampshire stretch here. 93 stop and go from 293 in Manchester all the way at the Londonderry, New Hampshire here. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow for the Portsmouth stretch. Main turnpike on the southbound side, a little slow from Kittery all the way out to the Piscataqua River Bridge in Portsmouth. Piscataqua River Bridge, also both ends on 95 from Portsmouth, New Hampshire to Kittery, Maine here. On the main turnpike, an accident in Kennebuck on the southbound side of the main turnpike, so expect some delays here. 295, it's looking good from Portland all the way up in Gardner due to a few slow spots around the main turnpike red Gardner red 295 here. Alright, looking at the MBTA alerts here. Still on National 5 Express about delays due to special event. Still on National 4 Express about delays due to special event here. On the ferry rail is looking good, and the ferries are looking good here. Here, telling news time is now 12:38, and it is time now for a weather report here on this Sunday afternoon here. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast here. This afternoon, sunny skies about 85 degrees southwest with about 5 to 7 miles an hour here. Tonight, Country Valley after 5 a.m. was increased skies lower about 65 degrees south with about 5 to 8 miles an hour here. Monday, Country Valley before 8 a.m. was most sunny skies high about 80 degrees south with about 6 to 14 miles an hour here. Monday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms made after 1 a.m. Mostly skies north 70 degrees south with about 6 to 11 miles by chance rate to 30%. No rain for miles to less 7 to 10 high miles possible thunderstorms here. Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Puts the sky high about 85 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50% with the southwest with about 11 to 14 miles and gusts up to 25 miles an hour here. Tuesday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. Podcast sky about 64 degrees. Chance of 20%. Wednesday, most sunny podcast sky about 82, about 38 degrees. Thursday, chance of showers between 2 and 3 p.m. Puts the sky about 79 degrees. Chance of 30%. Thursday, most of the sky about 61 degrees. Friday, puts most of the sky about 67, about 61 degrees. And for Saturday, chance of showers, puts the sky about 66 degrees. Chance of 30%. And looking at hazard weather outlook here. Day 2 of 7, Monday, 5th, Saturday, day of moderate probability for some scattered thunderstorms Monday evening into Tuesday. Some of the storms may be strong, possibly severe, with gusty winds, and they'll be in the main fact. Right now, our northern temperature is sitting at 84 degrees. We have a fair sky humidity of 37%, and that is going to be it for the Bearded Channel afternoon news on this August 2nd, 2015 on Sunday afternoon. I'm Peter T. Have a good afternoon, goodbye day to you for the evening report. Have a good afternoon, dear.